Some exciting styles by a young woman showing an original collection.
True. Allison Goulard, originally from Salt Lake City, has returned here after completing studies in fashion design in Paris, France. She's put together a magnificent collection of clothes for spring, all designed in leather. This is Allison's first collection and our first glimpse of fashion for the season ahead. To many young designers, the dream of presenting their own line of clothes remains just a dream. To Allison Goulard, it has become a reality. Allison says it takes many months of work and planning to prepare a season's collections. First, she mounted and draped the designs in muslin. Then the patterns had to be cut out. Next, the clothes were actually sewn in muslin and many adjustments had to be made. That was only the beginning.
With that, I went to Paris with my patterns. We then had hired a man to sew them up in leather. I stayed there 2.5 weeks in Paris, and I went every single day to his shop, and we worked together. I showed him how to put them together, and it was a very hectic 2 weeks in Paris.
But Allison was determined to present her designs in leather, which she uses in a very unique way.
What really excited me was when I went into a tannery shop in Paris, and I found different weights in leather and beautiful colors. The most incredible things I ever saw. Before, I was never interested in leather like that until I went into one of those shops and I saw the beautiful colors and the different weights and the possibilities the leather had, because when you work in leather, it holds a line.
Allison says leather clothes have a very long life. The white jacket tops a white skirt for an impeccable suit look.
One thing that I hope that people will notice with my collection is that leather is a fabric that can be worked just like any other fabric.
The same white jacket could be worn over gray and white printed leather pants. It's interesting to note the designer detail of a very structured front line with a soft godé flare in the back. The same structured, unstructured lines appear in the gray and white dress that's simple enough for a summer day, but could be dressed up for a festive evening out. Leather can be worn in the summer because it's breathable, and it seems it can be worked in any way to make a total outfit. Allison uses the stripe pattern in different ways. Now a short sleeveless top is worn with the matching cropped pants to create a fresh, crisp summer outfit.
I think that you'll notice in these pieces that they do mix and match together and to give any kind of look that you like.
The same top is worn here with a white skirt for a totally different two-piece look. Allison says white is a favorite color for summer wear with its clean, fresh appearance. We asked her how to keep it that way.
The best thing to do for leather is, if it's a greasy spot, is to put talcum powder on it, and it'll absorb it right out of the leather. As far as small marks, yeah, you can take a small wet rag and wipe it off, and then put talcum powder over it to take out the oil or the water.
Allison advises dry cleaning if you must, but says leather is easy to care for and lives for years with only a touch of the iron every so often. You must use a press cloth and iron on the right side. Turquoise and white leather makes a smashing ensemble with pants and a top with a spiral stripe on the sleeve that continues around to the low-cut back. It's an impeccably coordinated look that's sporty but sensational at the same time. For understated fashion, a sleeveless polo shirt in buttery yellow leather can be worn over a white skirt. Allison points out that there is no insignia or emblem on the shirt because when you wear these clothes, the mark you carry is your own. What a mark you would make in this leather dress silk-screened in a python print. If the low back were not enough, the fabric is all cut on the bias in a spiral cut to give movement to the serpent print. If you're looking for high fashion designs in leather, look for the label of Allison Goulard.
Stuff looks expensive.
Well, leather items are not cheap, but you know, it's all relative. These pieces run from $200 to $900.
Are they for sale?
They are going to be for sale, and the Chalk Garden is having a trunk showing this Saturday, December 3rd in the afternoon. And if anyone is interested in buying leather clothes, they can see them there and place orders there.
Okay, thanks, Roseanne.
Tonight there is a young fashion designer on Salt Lake's avenues who is now making her mark on the international fashion scene.
In this tiny workshop on the avenues, lights burn late at night when only crickets are for company. But through the doors, beneath the lights, there is a sense of purpose. The point for this red-headed Utah and her husband from France is fashion. And together with designs of her creation, the two are pasting and sewing together wonders out of leather. And in so doing, putting Utah on the high fashion map.
I think it's a young company that's going places. We've been in business for 2 years, and we've already got stores in New York, Beverly Hills, possibly Tokyo next year.
But it's not because of luck that things have gone this well for Allison and Marc Goulard. The two are their own company. Allison has a degree from one of Paris's top design schools, and she's now responsible for all the design and production work for her own personal label. Marc handles the marketing, and together these two 26-year-olds have created a family business that's now reaching some of the most chic boutiques in the entire world.
I say I have my own style. Okay, I'm not better and I'm not worse than anybody else. I just have my own style. Am I convincing?
She must be convincing someone, because orders for her work are steadily increasing.
It's satisfying to know that there are ladies out there that like my designs, and that there's probably 50 ladies walking around in this one style dress. I haven't seen one yet. One day I will.
That day may come soon as Allison and Marc prepare for a major exhibition of their leather goods this month in New York. On the Avenues, Mike Watkins for Nightcast.
Incidentally, if any of you ladies are interested in any of those designs, Mike tells us that the prices range from $300 to $1,200.